Hello everyone. We have a question here that we are going to attempt. Let us solve you take mocks 2025. We want to learn how we can attempt item 1 of ICT paper 2. So as you know, paper 2, there are 2 items and these items are compulsory, and then you are provided with support files. So we have support files here. As you can see them, Practical Activity 1, 2026 UCE, ICT2 support files, ICT Club Uganda UTEC 2025. So make sure you have that folder on the desktop. Then you use a permanent marker to write on your CD after burning, and then you produce a hard copy. Don't forget to always save your work to avoid the loss of work in case of power loss. So this is item 1 that we are going to attempt today. Zarika Primary School Lukaya is facing a terrible decline in the performance of candidates in national PLE examinations. Over the past few years, the school has been ranked among the fast declining schools in Kalungu district. In a bid to improve performance, candidates are given a number of tests which are totaled, graded, and ranked. At the close of first term, the head teacher asked the class teacher to prepare analysis of performance and have the parents of those students who scored below average mark of 65 be invited for a meeting that shall take place on 3rd May 2026. In addition to the above, the class teacher was requested to prepare and present the following documents and summaries to parents during the meeting on that day. Part A of the documents to be prepared is the total raw marks, average raw marks, aggregates, division, and positions based on total aggregates. Part B, a list showing name, stream, total, average, which is below 65%, division, and position. Part C, a separate list showing male and female candidates with their total raw marks. Part D, only candidates who scored above 70% average mark with their division pass. Part E, a report showing summaries extracted in Part C and D respectively with a school logo as background. Part F, letters be completed to invite parents of those students whose average mark is below 65%. Unfortunately, the class teacher, who happens to be your brother, has little knowledge on which suitable software application to use in order to submit the required documents and summaries for discussion during the meeting. So we are going to start right away, see how we can help our brother present all the documents that are needed by the head teacher so that they can be used in the meeting that is scheduled for 3rd May 2026. So to begin with, the first thing we do is always create a folder where you can easily locate it, i.e. on the desktop, right click, select new folder, give it your name and maybe personal number. So I'm going to use my name, Semanda Noah. Maybe my personal number is 001. So that is my folder. Then I open this folder again, right click on it and click open. I create 2 other subfolders inside it. One folder, I name it item 1. Press enter. Click on new folder, item 2. Because remember, when we are doing a practical paper, we must answer 2 items. But today we are going to focus on item 1. Now, When you look at our question, they have said that use the support files provided called data.xlsx and the parents letter. Help the class teacher to prepare the required documents and summaries for the above purpose. So first, make sure that you have these support files on your computer. Make sure you have them, and if you don't have them, you must put up your hand so that the teacher responsible can put them for you. So I'm going to open ICT Club Uganda support files. Then I locate the practical activity. So I have data is here. I have parent letters and the school logo. So I'm going to highlight these three and I copy them. After copying them, I'm going to open my folder, same under NOAA 001. Then I open item 1 and I paste them under item 1 subfolder. So click on paste so that you have your support files there. So after that, open the data.xlsx support file and you see how we can manipulate data using different applications. So when you open it, it is showing the data. It is showing our data here, showing the column names, the column headers, ref number, name, gender, stream, English, math, SST, science. Then these columns are not calculated. Total, average, English aggregate, math aggregate, SST aggregate, science aggregate, total aggregates, division, position. Then you also have a table array somewhere here, and then another table array for division down here, which means we may use some functions such as VLOOKUP to manipulate this data. So to begin with, if you look at our question, because whatever you are answering must be aligned with the question. So part A is saying total row marks, average row marks, aggregates, division, and position based on total aggregates. So let us first get the computations of this part A. So come to our Excel under total. Let me try to zoom in so that everybody can see clearly. So under total, come and use a function and say equals sum, open the brackets, highlight from the English marks, which is E2, up to science marks, first marker, which is H2. Close the brackets, press enter. Click in the first total you have got, place the cursor in the bottom right corner and hold down to autofill so that you can get other totals automatically. Then after getting the total, come on average. We know the average is sum of items over their number. So you can decide to use a formula here equals the total, which is the sum of items, divided by the number of the subjects which are done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you say total divided by 4. Press enter. And then you autofill. Meanwhile, somebody can use a function for average by saying equals average, open the brackets, highlight the first English mark up to science, first mark, close, press enter. Then you autofill. Autofill. You have all the averages. You can round off to the nearest whole number by clicking on a number group. There is decreased decimal here. So you can round off to the nearest whole number. After that, make sure you are saving Ctrl S to avoid losing your data in case of power loss. So come in English aggregate. We want to get the aggregate of the marks for English. But for us to get them, we must be having a grading system somewhere. So if you try to scroll, there is a table array here having the range and the aggregate. It is what we are going to base on, and the appropriate function we can use to bring this out is called the VLOOKUP function. We want to determine the 67 marker here is falling under what category according to our range here. So we shall come under English aggregate and we say equals, we are going to use a function called the VLOOKUP. So we shall type equals VLOOKUP, open the brackets. This is the VLOOKUP value. Lookup value is this first English mark. So click on it, comma. Then the next thing is table array. The table array is this array. So you highlight it from 0 up to 1. Highlight it like this. After this, you lock it by pressing F4 on your keyboard. You lock it and then comma, column index number. The column which is having the aggregates we want to return is column 2 because we have only 2 columns, the range column and the aggregate column. So we want to return the aggregate column, therefore we shall use 2. Then comma, the last one is the range lookup, true or false. So if the data we are having is not exact, for example, our marker here is 67. But when you look at our table array, we don't have 67 anywhere. But we all believe that 67 is between 60 and 70. So if you are just approximating, make sure you are using the word true. So we are going to use the word true. And then close the brackets, press enter. So we have the aggregate, then autofill. Autofill to get others. Do the same to get the math aggregate equals VLOOKUP, open the brackets, the first math mark, comma, highlight the table array, press F4 on your keyboard to lock it, comma, column index number is 2, comma, true. Close the brackets, press enter, autofill to get the rest. SST aggregate equals VLOOKUP, open brackets, the first mark of SST is the lookup value, comma, our table array, highlight it from 0 up to 1, press F4 on your keyboard to lock it, comma, column index number is 2, comma, true. Close the brackets, press enter, autofill. Then science aggregate equals VLOOKUP, open the brackets, the first science mark here is H2, comma, highlight the table array, press F4 to lock it, comma, column index number is 2, comma, true. Close the brackets, press enter, autofill to get the rest. So these ones are not part, so you right click and clear contents. Save, Control S. So we are now going to get the total aggregates. How do we get the total aggregates? We are going to use a function called sum equals sum, open the brackets, you add the aggregate from English to science. So you highlight them and you close the brackets, press enter, then you autofill. So we have added the aggregate. Then time to get the division, time to calculate the division. After getting our total aggregates, now time to get the division. But we have our table array here, whereby if a learner is having between 4 to 13, we give them division 1. If it's falling under 13, between 13 and 24, division 2. Between 24 and 33, division is 3. Between 33 and 35, division 4. And above 35 aggregates, division 9. So we are going to still use the VLOOKUP, but somebody can use if you want. So I'm going to use the VLOOKUP, shall say equals VLOOKUP, open the brackets. Our first lookup value is this first aggregate we have, this one, comma, highlight our table array for the divisions, highlight it, lock it, F4, comma, then our column index number that is having the divisions is column 2. So put it 2, comma, then it true. So that will bring the approximate match. Close the bracket and press enter. So we have our divisions here, autofill to get the rest of the divisions. Save your time. So time to get the positions, don't forget to save Ctrl S. How do you get the position? We are going to use a function called rank. So we are going to rank them according to the total aggregates. If you remember our item, they said position is based on total aggregates. So we are going to get the positions based on total aggregates. Come and click on equals, type the formula or function name ranker, open the brackets. Our first total is under O2, comma, reference all the total aggregates, including even this O2, the first total. So highlight all the totals from O2 up to O29. Press F4 to lock it, comma, descending or ascending. Now, in most cases, the person with the biggest total is number 1. But when we are grading with the divisions, the person with the lowest total will be number 1. For example, a person having aggregates 10 should have first grade. So he or she has done better than a person who is having 26 aggregates. So unlike other scenarios, this time we are going to choose 1, which is ascending. So you click on 1, close the brackets, press enter. So now we have the positions, autofill. You realize that the person with aggregate 10 is number 1. And then the person with the list number of aggregates, you can see this one with 26 aggregates is in the 27th position. So use 1 on the order here. So after getting the total positions, we are going to go to the next question. Now we have got most of the part A issues. We have worked them out. We have manipulated that data. Now we switch back to our question. So total raw marks, we have them. Average we have, aggregate we have, division we have, position we have. Now part B, a list showing name, stream, total, average, division, and position. But this division should be less than 65. So here we are going to use a function called filter. You can use a function called filter to get out only these people. So you can say, we can come back to our Excel. Then we are going to highlight our data. They have said they don't want the gender, they don't want the ref number. When you look at the columns they want in our question, they only want the name, stream, total, average, division, and position. So we are going to come and then we highlight our work, Control A. or we can do it from here. We can do it from here. We can do it from here. How are we going to do it? Uh, Let us copy. Control C, rather Control A, then Control C, copy everything, insert a new worksheet, click on the plus sign here, and you paste everything there. So after pasting everything there, here I want those ones having less than 65% average. So name that worksheet less than 65% average. And now remember they want some columns. They don't want wing. So remember, according to the scenario, they want a list showing in name, stream, total, average, division, and position. So we can hide this, highlight column A, right click, and you click on hide. You can delete or hide. So I'm hiding it. I don't want. They don't want gender. Right click and then hide. I don't want gender. Do they want the subjects here? Subjects are not needed. Highlight those columns. Right click, hide them. Look at our question. What do they want? They want the name, stream, total, average, division, position. So come here. They want the total. Where is total? Average. Total average. Then aggregates. They want aggregates. When I look at the question, they want the total average, division, and the position. So they don't want aggregates. Highlight the columns for highlight them. Highlight them. Right click, hide, or you can delete. So I've hidden them. I want to satisfy the condition of the question here. Name, stream, total, average, division, position. So I have name, stream, total, average, division, position. Yes. But we want only people with aggregates of below 65. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight the average. I'm going to highlight the average, or you can select Control A. Then you come on the data tab here, under filter, click on the filter tab. So a filter symbol will come and click on the average, come to number filters, and then you choose less than. So click on less than, and then you put 65. Click OK. So we have only those ones who are less than 65. You can put on borders. Then these two columns, you don't want them, and right click and hide them. So that is what we want. So after getting this list, copy everything on it like this. Copy, Control C, insert a new sheet, plus sign here, right click, and you say paste as values here. Paste as values, that you have them there. Then I want you to delete this sheet. I want you to delete this sheet. Right click on it and delete it. So this is what they wanted. After getting it, highlight it, borrowed it, rather give it borders. So according to the question, they want a list showing name, stream, total, average, which is less than 65, division, and position. It is what we have: name, stream, total, average, division, position. But all the averages are below 65. So we move to another question. We move to another question. Move to another question. So you realize that now, according to our question, they want a list showing the name, stream, total, average, which is less than 65, division, and position. And when you come here, we have the name, stream, total, average, which is less than 65, division, and the position, which means you have filtered that data very well. The next thing, we will go to the question paper, part C. They want a separate list showing male and female candidates with their total raw marks. Separate list showing male and female candidates with their total raw marks. So come here, go back to sheet 1. You can even rename this sheet, double click on it, on the sheet name, and you call it computed uh, computed analysis, or you can call it computed data. You can rename that sheet and call it computed data. You can even right click on the sheet and give it a tab color and give it green. So computed data. Now they want a separate list showing male candidates with their total raw marks. How do we do that? We are going to highlight all this work. Control A. After highlighting it, we are going to go back at data tab. We are going to filter. We want the first list of female with their total raw marks. So we are going to click on data, then we click on filter. So when we click on filter, we are going to come under gender and we click on this drop down arrow. We want only female. We want only female. So we are going to check and check all, the select all. Click there and only tick in female. Only tick in female, then click OK. Now the names you are going to remain with are only female candidates. But remember, we want the female candidates with their total raw marks. So what you are going to do, you are going to highlight the name, highlight the column for the names, the gender there, hold down the control button, come and you highlight the total raw marks also. Highlight those 3 columns. Control C to copy them. Insert a new sheet down here. Click on the plus sign, insert a new sheet, then paste Control V. So this one is having a list of only female candidates with their total raw marks. Come and rename this sheet, double click it, and you call it female candidates with their raw female candidates. You can even just call it female candidates. Press enter. Then remember, they want a separate list. Come back to computed data. Now we want male. So go back to the gender, click there, and now remove the tick from female and you tick only male. Click only male, then you click OK. Now you have only male candidates appearing. So highlight the column for name and gender, hold down the control button, and then you highlight the total as well. Control C, come and insert a new worksheet, plus sign, Control V. Now we have only names for male candidates with their total raw marks. Then rename this sheet, double click it, and you call it male candidates. Let's enter. Now remember, in Excel you must draw a graph whether you want or not. So we are going to draw a column graph here showing male candidates with their total. So I'm going to highlight name, hold down the control button, highlight the total, click on insert tab, come and under charts, you can draw a column graph here. So you can give it a heading, male candidates with their total row max. Press enter, click on this plus sign, and you put the axis titles. So click on the axis titles. Now here we have the total row max. Enter. Then down on the axis title we have the male names or candidate name. Enter. So you have done your graph comfortably. Can bring it nearer here. You can highlight your names and you put borders. Even put some background shading. Yes, that is for male candidates. You can even draw the graph like that. Then you can come as well to female candidates. You also draw a graph, highlight the column for the names, hold down the control button, highlight the total, go to insert. Under charts, here we can draw a bar graph. So come and draw a bar graph. Click on title, call it female candidates with their total row max. Enter. Click on the plus sign here. Tick the axis titles. The down one, you can call it total row max. Enter. Then this one, candidate name. Enter. So we have also our graph for the females drawn. Can position around there. Then highlight them and put some borders. Then you can shading. Yeah. Control S to save. We are done with part C. We are come here. After doing that, go to our next question. Part D. Only candidates who scored above 70% average mark with their division pass. So I want a candidate who is above 70 with the division. So come back here, go to your computed data, go back to data, remove the filter thing, highlight again, Control A, click on filter, come to average. Where there is average column, click on the average, number filters. So you are going to click on greater than, and you say is greater than 70. Greater than 70, click OK. So they are the only ones. Highlight the name. They have said they want those names, they are average. Highlight the name, hold down the control, highlight the highlight the names, control button, highlight their average, and highlight their division. Copy them, Ctrl C, create a new worksheet, double click it, and you call it greater than 70% average. Enter, paste, Ctrl V. So these are the only students who have managed to score above 70 average. So you can put some formatting like that. You can even draw for them a pie chart since they are very few. Highlight them, then come to insert, then come and draw a pie chart for them. Give it a title, and you say candidates above 70% average. Press enter. So you can draw a pie chart there. You can press it around here near or just below. Yes. Save changes. We are done with part C.